we're going to go through and see how I actually make the bead bars without them getting muddled and the colors crossing over and stuff like that. So let's first go through some of the bead bars just so you guys can see some of the product that comes out of them and why you should even maybe want to watch this, right? So in this first one, I'm going to show you guys that this is actually the same scraps almost. There's a little bit of variation. This has the red and the black. This has the purple and the white. So, but you can see the core of them both have the same one, but yet you're going to get completely different looks. Also, you can see that you get different looks depending upon the thickness that you start out with before you actually press or start to manipulate the clay at all. Okay, so that is going to directly affect your results. So for this here, you can tell it's more of a stretched. It has all the colors kind of like more marbled, I'd say. And that's because I cut it thicker than this one. This one's cut thinner, so it means I have to manipulate it less, which means I have to spread it out less, which means it's not going to distort the shape as much. So it's going to retain more of what the actual bar looks like. This one, however, I have manipulated, pressed, stretched, and ran through the pasta machine, and this is the result of that. So it really depends on which look you're going for. On this one, I just wanted that red to kind of gleam through here and there. So I wanted to lessen the impact of the red, and that's why I stretched this one. All right. This one here, something else you can also do once you get the bars together. If you feel it's going to be too much color, which a lot of them are for me anyway. So I'll go through and I'll manipulate this bar into several different mixes. So this is just a regular background color. I think it was just a Sculpey denim blue or something like that. It was already pre-mixed. And then all I did was actually cut out some of these and then put them on here and burnish. Okay, and then I also added through with just a little bit of embellishment, which I just did with some metallic gold powder along some of the earring, and it's just one little subtle thing, you know, but it just makes that piece just a little bit different. So this one here is just too much color for me at one time in a bar. And so what I did, I had two different types of scratch. I did a mokome, and so I had some layers left over from a bar. So I just combined those two just to split that color up a little bit, but still keeping with the main palette, color palette. This here, I actually posted this yesterday, and I laughed because I posted this bar with a couple pair of earrings, and it did not do well at all. And you know, this is what I'm talking about when I say sometimes for me it's just too much color. I love these earrings just because they're so different. The colors are vibrant and they're more of like a punky Brewster type earring, I guess. For well, I just told everybody my age, but I don't care. It is what it is. Punky Brewster earring. But if I take the same clay mix and I stripe that up and I break that color up, now it looks more floral. And I've gotten a lot of good reactions out of this earring. So it just goes to show you that if your clay mix doesn't work one way, just set it down, look at it, and see if you can reimagine some way it will. This one again, I love this one. Actually is not too much color for me depending upon the shape. Okay, so I wanted to be able to use this shape because I had just gotten these cutters. So I wanted to be able to use that shape. But I felt that it was just too much color for the shape. Okay, so I just went ahead and took some Igloo White Sculpey. Igloo White Sculpey. I dusted that with just a little bit of the gold mica, just with my fingertip. And then I just cut the zigzag after I rolled some of this out, and that cut it up. And it kind of just reminds me of like a beach umbrella type thing. So it works well for me with that. Just an idea. And then also these colors were just too bright for me to be all in one earring. That would, for my circuits, it's just a little overload. But I know that they're beautiful and a lot of people can carry that look off, but I am not one of them. So for me, I have to cut that color down a little bit, but I still appreciate and love the color. So I went ahead and just made an additive, which is again is the Sculpey. It's the Sculpey Igloo White. And then with this, all I did was take a little bit of the copper metallic and powder, and then mix that up very, very lightly. I didn't cube it up really too much, just kind of squished it together and used very little powder. And then there was no paint, there's no anything except compression and the powder and the clay. And then I just don't over compress, just kind of chop that up and then roll it out, and then that's how I got this effect here. And then I just went ahead and, as you can see, I did an overlay here after I cut some pieces out, and then here I just did a half. So there's several different ways you can break up that color. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get all the scraps pulled out here, and then we can see what we're dealing with.